What's up guys, Jakob Owens here for the Buff Nerds, and today we're gonna talk about productivity. Increasing your productivity. I get questions all the time. How do I get so much done in a day? Not only with the editing that I do, but just all the different things that I have going on. And it seems to be a hot topic, and I think it's just a widely universal hot topic. People wanna be more productive. People wanna get more stuff done. A lot of people seem to procrastinate in this world or not live to their full potential or work up to their full potential. And so I'm going to give you my tips or pieces of advice on how I stay productive and how you can stay productive and increase your productivity, get more shit done. So first thing, wake up an hour earlier than you normally do. So we all know the saying, there's not enough time in the day. I've even said that there's just not enough time in the day to get everything done you want to do. Well, especially when you sleep in, that's gonna be the case. But start waking up an hour earlier than you normally do, and you're going to have 7 hours a week that you never had before. You can get a lot done in 7 hours. And then over the course of the year, that's 365 hours that you will have that you never had before. 365 hours. You know what you could do with just 365 hours. And that's just from waking up an hour earlier every day. Wake up earlier, get more stuff done. Period. Number 2, write all the tasks you need to do on a to-do list. Me, personally, I have a to-do list on my computer. It always stays up on my computer. It's a little notepad I have on my computer, says to-do list, and it's got my tasks for the day. And the reason I do that is because it's always in my face. I can easily edit it. And it's just, boom, it's right there in my face. I can't ignore it. So it helps you stay on task. It's constantly reminding you, these are the things that you have to do. A lot of people will write it out on a piece of paper or something. I don't like to do this because it can get messy. You have to cross things out. And then like if you want to edit something or change something, you can get kind of a messy paper and to-do list. I like it being clean. When something's done, I can just erase it. If I need to add something, I can quickly add it. And there's not all these like markings and scratches out and all that stuff. So it's always then right in front of my face too on my computer. So to-do list on your computer, the things you need to get done, ranging from the most important things to the least important things. Next, and probably one of the most important, turn the distractions off. If your cell phone is right next to you and you constantly have it sitting next to you, tempting you to check your phone, check Instagram, check emails, check this, check YouTube, check all these things, you're not gonna be productive. You're not gonna get the work done. You're not gonna laser in the focus. You need to focus in to do the task you're doing. Especially for me, if I'm editing a project, I always go and set my phone behind me on the charger back there and either set it to airplane mode or turn it off. Because the times that I do have my phone at my desk and I'm either working or editing, I'm constantly checking my phone for different notifications, texts, responding to people, and it slows my productivity down, it slows my editing speed down. So turn off the distractions in whatever you're doing, whether it's editing, whether it's writing something, whatever it is, turn those distractions off and your productivity and the work speed, workflow will increase. I also turn off the notifications on my phone so they aren't just popping up like the little badge push notifications. I make sure to always turn those off so that I'm not tempted throughout the day to check it because, oh, I got a new one, the new one. And that can kind of really mess with not only your productivity, but your psyche as well. Next, tackle tasks one at a time. When you have a to-do list and you're kind of looking at this bigger to-do list and you have all these tasks and you try and do multiple ones at the same time, or you're halfway through one and kind of start another, everything can get bogged down. You slow down, just focus on one thing. Find that one thing on your to-do list, tackle it, complete it to the fullest, move on to the next thing. And just one by one, focus in, laser in on one task, knock it off, get rid of it. Knock it off, get rid of it, and keep going. But the more you kind of blend tasks together or do half of one and then move on to the other one because that one you want to do now as opposed to the other one, then you have to go back to that other one and it's really hard to shift gears and go back to that other task. So really make sure you just laser in, focus on one task, knock it off, get rid of it, and keep moving through. Next would be take a small break or re-energize yourself. A lot of times throughout the day after you're working, you can kind of get into this groggy feel and you need to do something to reinvigorate yourself. Whether that's take a nap, get a quick workout in, have some coffee, meditate, do a little stretching. I find that stretching or a little workout is really beneficial to me. It gets the juices flowing, it gets endorphins going a little bit, just kind of loosens your body and gets you up out of that kind of like zoned in zombie state. So getting up, moving around a little bit, whether it's going for a little walk, just getting up, stretching, maybe even making a smoothie, just something to take a small break and reinvigorate yourself and re-energize yourself to get back to work. Next would be to have a calendar or reminders. I have a calendar up on my wall with sticky notes. I write little sticky notes of what I have, whether it's a shoot or something big. Something big is what I usually write on those sticky notes and put it on that calendar day so I can see what's coming up, what I might need to prep for in the coming days, but also see kind of my schedule laid out in front of me on a bigger scale. Not a to-do list, but like a calendar schedule. And then throwing reminders in your phone. Use Siri or the Google Assistant to remind yourself of things to do. A lot of times you can get spacey and misplace ideas or things you need to do. Remind yourself by telling Google Assistant or Siri, hey, remind me to do this task at 5 o'clock or do this task today. Let the personal assistants and phones or whatever just kind of help keep you on task. And the last thing, which I kind of touched on already, is always complete the biggest task first. The bigger task, outline your to-do list with the bigger task coming first, just because those are the daunting ones that you want to push off. And the more you push those off to later in the day, once that later in the day happens, you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And I know you guys are guilty of this because I've been guilty of it at times. So complete those big tasks first. It's like working out. When I work out, the bigger moves, workouts, exercises always come first because that's when you're strongest. That's when you're most mentally there. You complete those big moves first, and then you move on to the subsequent smaller moves and smaller tasks. Same thing with a workout, same thing with your daily life and your daily tasks. Hit those big ones first, then move on from there. All right, guys, those are my tips and pieces of advice for increasing your productivity, increasing your workflow, and getting more shit done. All right, guys, hopefully this video helped some of you guys and will help some of you guys in the future with your productivity. I know these are all things that have helped me and allow me to get a lot of stuff done. Make sure to thumbs up the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram. But yeah, that's it for today. I'm Jakob Owens for the Buff Nerds, and I'm out.